Hey everyone, my name is Wayne Sanford, otherwise known as Wayne the Credit Guy. What we're going to cover today is credit rebuilding. Okay, obviously credit controls everything. Just removing negative credit majority of the time actually drops a credit score. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. Credit rebuilding, there's actually two major components. You have your revolving accounts, which are your credit cards, but then you also have installment accounts. Okay, and an installment account is an example, a mortgage, a car payment, a student loan. It's a certain dollar amount divided by a certain time frame. Okay, now between the two, revolving is actually going to score more heavily in the scoring model rather than installment because it has more variables around in it. What I always tell people is if you have a mortgage and a car payment already and no credit cards, in order to really properly enhance the ability of your credit file the most, is you want to get 3 credit cards, because you want to almost have a 2-to-1 ratio. For every one installment you want to have 2 credit cards, but it doesn't work the same way as if you have 3 installments you need 6 credit cards. System's a little bit more complicated than that. Okay, so once again, revolving accounts, and then now with revolving accounts you also have a secured card and you have an unsecured credit card. A secured credit card, as you guys know and ladies know, it is when you take $200 or $300 or $500, you give it to a bank, they'll give you a credit card where that money's securitized. However, at the same time too, since it is securitized and a credit score is a risk score, well then let's face facts, an unsecured credit card will score more heavily than a secured credit card. So that's a little bit of how this system works. One thing that I want you to take home today with this, watching this video, is the fact that the difference between installment and revolving accounts, and understand that revolving accounts will help your credit score actually more than installment accounts will. If I said that correctly, revolving will help you more than installment accounts. An example now, some of your major banks, your Wells Fargo, your Chase, your Bank of America, they are not doing secured credit cards anymore. So an example of a secured credit card account is a public savings bank, an Orchard Bank. Most of the time any credit union will actually do that. Okay, so just to recap once again, if you have a client that has an installment account, whether it's just a mortgage or just a car, you want to get them 2 credit cards, preferably one secured card and maybe an unsecured card. One that I look for and I typically may look to utilize is First Premier. Their interest rates are a little bit high, but it's learning how to work the system. So you get the credit card and you tell them they're only allowed to charge $25 a month for a few months. That'll help everyone's credit score. So if you have a client that's maybe 10 or 20 points away, getting those 2 revolving accounts that we spoke about earlier will most likely help them achieve what they need in 2 to 3 months. Hope this was helpful to everyone, and we'll see the next tip next time.